Hey Ophiuchus, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are good. I'm gonna see what wants to come out. If this does resonate, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. I first card out the Magician. Why are you trying to spin? Temperance, past energy. I see. That's why you're trying to spin. Some of you, it's like the first time in a lifetime that you have seen your true light, your true gifts, your true magic, your true ability, your true power as a creator. There's a realization happening here about the power that you had all along, the devil. And this is coming through like yourself physically and your world physically is about to completely transform because of this illusion being shattered. The only thing that really may have been holding you back was this self-doubt or not believing in your own magic, in your own power, in your own ability to make something happen. It feels like you're going to receive a lot of signs. You're going to be conquering a lot of things within yourself, and by actually taking action on certain situations where you're going to realize that you can do things that you maybe thought you couldn't. That there's not really anything you can't do if you put your mind to it, your heart to it, if you align yourself with it. It does feel like an awakening, a remembering of self, a remembrance of self, 9 of Cups, unlocking abundance. It's that kind of purposeful profit. Something come up similar in, is it Sagittarius reading? It feels like you have gone through each block within yourself intentionally to bring awareness to things. It's like, okay, why isn't this working? What do I need to change? What do I need to shift? What narrative do I need to bring about? Addressing any limiting beliefs, making the unconscious conscious, moving through those uncomfortable feelings, changes, rewriting a new narrative, a new story, rewiring something. It does feel uncomfortable, like you've had to really face the parts of yourself that are, I want to say embarrassing, but not embarrassing to others, but maybe embarrassing to you. Parts of yourself that, certain feelings about things, certain behaviours that maybe you'd rather keep behind closed doors. It's like going behind those closed doors and dealing with things intentionally so that you can create a better reality for yourself, for you and yours. 4 of Wands. What's Temperance saying? Yeah, it's like you can't create a masterpiece overnight. Sometimes to really create quality, there needs to be an investment of time. Something's coming through, something that someone was telling me about someone they know, how they just spent 5 or 10 years creating this statue, and it's just like 2 pieces, 2 like brass pieces. It just was like 2 spheres, and it was like however many years, and it was just to be shipped off to be assembled together, and it's worth however much it is. And it's this commitment of time to create this masterpiece. It couldn't have been done overnight. Even though something looks so simple, it's so effortless. The most effortless things require the most effort. It's like, in order to make something effortless, you have to put in the effort to master that effortless flow, to make something you. You have been patient, you've put in a lot of work, something's changing. It feels like a very slow kind of drag. I'll be real. It feels like a bit of a drag in the past. Like things have been, you've had to push on, swim against the current, that kind of energy. There's a shift now as this illusion shattering, as you're really moving in that place of sovereignty, knowing your worth, doing what feels right to you, just doing it unapologetically, there's a much more vibrant, passionate, busy kind of energy coming in the near future. This is something that you could be feeling now, but it feels like feeling both. It's that you can feel this new energy, but you could also be feeling the heaviness of things leaving. The Star. It's a healing. It feels like a healing. Ancestral healing. End of generational karma. Feels like forgiving you and yours, forgiving those before you for how they've moved, what they've done, forgiving yourself for this life, for other lives, whatever it is. Forgiving your parents. Healing communication. It feels like healing the masculine. Is that you feel safe to take action now. Maybe you didn't before, maybe this stemmed from a childhood wound. This is something that you've successfully closed out. It's going to change your life forever. It does feel like things could be really dark in this moment. For some of you, trust brighter days are coming. Keep going. Follow your intuition. And sometimes it's not a case to really fight to find the light, to be the light, to raise your vibration. Sometimes just sit in the dark. Just sit in the dark and feel it. Be present in that feeling. Sometimes it's needed. To really rest into something, and it feels like that may be the case. Not to try and bypass or rush past any physical feeling that may be coming up, any physical pains that may be coming up. Something's coming through for me to share. So for most of my life, I was really not well with so many different things, from skin issues, lung issues, all kinds of different issues. Still now I suffer with things on and off. I'm still trying to find balance, still healing many things, still working through many things. But for many years, most of my life, I was every single few months, every year at least, it was like lung infections and like pneumonia, all sorts of different things, tonsillitis, just being run down. And it was so scary because it was like sickness, you can't breathe, you literally feel like this is it. Like it's just a scary feeling to have. And recently, I felt like I've been dropping into old tendencies, been doing certain things where I'm suppressing emotion. It's like I'm really angry, I'm really hurt about a lot of situations. And for some reason, it's like where I was really taking care of my emotional health and processing things, I just ran out of steam. It was like, I just started suppressing, whether it's through food, smoking, being overtired, forcing myself to stay up just because I don't even want to rest. I can't sleep, I can't sit in it. Just running from those feelings. In the early hours this morning, like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever it was, I got up, I woke up, because I literally just had to put myself to bed. I just felt so drained. I couldn't eat, I was like, I got to the point I couldn't eat. I wanted to go and smoke, I couldn't smoke, I couldn't do anything. I just had to lay down. And when I got up at like 2, 3, whatever it was, I couldn't breathe, that tightness in my chest. The fear that come through me, just like flashbacks of the past, of like emergency hospital stuff and medication and all the things that come with that and the effects, and just like being in that place where I just prayed to be okay. Like I would give anything to be okay. I don't care about money, I don't care about anything. I just want to be okay. I want to be healthy. I want to be well. And it just sent so much fear through me when I got up, and it was like, oh no, like, please don't tell me this is a lung infection, what do I do? And what I would have done before is like run to the emergency unit. And I haven't had this come up for many years. Sometimes it comes up like a little warning and I get straight on top of it, but I've not actually had any symptoms for probably about 4 or 5 years now. I've not had anything like that, which I never thought that day would come. So as soon as I got up, it was like, what do I need to do? And it just come back, it's like nothing matters in that moment. It's like all these things I've been eating and smoking and to suppress these feelings because I'm so angry at certain things, certain people, certain situations. And then in that moment where it was like, okay, it's a choice. You're either going to continue to be mad at these people, suppress this and like self-inflict that pain, and this is going to develop into what you used to have, or you let it go right now. And it was like in that moment, my body knew, it was like, no, I don't care. No one's worth it. I don't care. Whatever you done to me, I forgive you. Forget it. Like, it was just this release. And it was interesting that I really couldn't forgive. I couldn't forgive. I couldn't let it go. I was going down this dark road, like this spiral. And then as soon as it was like, there was no option. It's like, if you don't let this go right now, these symptoms are coming on because like your lungs are like filling, the water's filling up because you're suppressing all this emotion, all this grief, all this pain. Instantly, I just went straight outside, bare feet on the earth, grounded. As soon as I put my feet on the earth, I'm like, I wish little me had this knowledge. Everything just started moving, shifting, clearing, could just breathe easy instantly. I was just so grateful. And it's like, yeah, I hear you. Like, let me not be taking this for granted. Let me remember, like, that no, if you're not working, nothing's working. No matter how much someone hurts you, it's not going to hurt you as much as you're going to hurt yourself if you hold on to certain things. And it was like being really quick to forget what I once prayed for, and to even have that good health, holding on to things that that it doesn't matter, like none of it matters. And it's like literally just had to take my own hand and look after myself, and took myself out to the bakery for breakfast, went on the swings in the park and just swung in the sun, had a little walk around with the trees. And just instantly it was like nothing ever happened, like that was never there. Things could be coming up to remind you what you once prayed for. Do you want to go back to where you once was? Something feels like it was a physical effort. Something feels like it's felt like a huge delay. You may not see how far you've come, and situations that may feel like you're going backwards are actually coming up to show you how far you've come, because look how you're responding to these situations. Look how you're handling things. As much as it may not be what you want to be happening, see how your emotional reaction has changed. Fill your own cup back up. Have love for yourself. You're breaking generational curses. It's not easy. It's not for the weak. But through this, it's like really being able to see your true self. Maybe there's something in that. Take care of your health. What is your body signaling to you? It's like even with myself and like the tightness of the chest or the cough or the lungs and whatever, it's like before it would be like, oh, I've caught something. I'm run down. Like, maybe you are run down. Maybe I've caught something. But really, spiritually, what is it telling you? What body part, what organ, what thing is playing up, what's hurting, what is your body trying to tell you? If you really don't know intuitively, look it up. There's so much information online. Yeah, of course, not everything's 100, but you can pretty much work it out. What feels right and what's not. You'll just know if it's for you or if it's not. But there may be something there For me, it's like when I'm feeling hurt or abandoned or some kind of grief, I know that that's what I need to tend to. I can say it's because of what I'm eating, I can say it's because of what I'm doing and all these different things, but the fact of the matter is, if I was eating the most unhealthiest things and doing the most unhealthiest things, but I was letting myself feel and process and be grounded and be in nature, there aren't the same physical effects, there isn't the same inflammation, there isn't the same detriment as there is when you're not taking care of your emotional health. It's like if you have the person that's eating the most unhealthy food, but they're processing what they need to, they're dealing with things emotionally, and then you have somebody that's not dealing with things emotionally, eating the most raw, plant-based, from the earth, superfood diet or whatever you want to call it, that person's health still won't be as good. Because yes, nature is the key, it helps us thrive. But even the food we eat affects us differently. I don't know where I'm going with this or why this is coming out. I can't remember what is connecting to what or why that come out about what I was saying about my lungs. But it's all coming through, so we're just flowing. It's been a weird day, guys. She's gone. What is your body telling you? How, yeah. Follow those signs, follow those signals. It starts from within. Even if you eat something, it's like the state that we're in. Two people could eat the same thing and it would have a different nutrient effect if they're in a different place emotionally, if they're in survival mode or if they're not. Something's been a slog, but don't make that the dominant theme of your life. It's something needed to be that way to get to where you are, but don't let that blur your vision to your own marvelousness, to your own magnificence, because it's not because of something wrong with you why something took so long. There's many pieces to this. There's many things that needed to be dealt with so that you didn't have to come back and deal with it later. This feels like to do with family. Yeah, learning how to put yourself first, learning to make yourself number one, being your own best friend. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. 3 aces. The Empress. The best you can do right now is think of the bigger picture, to stay focused on what you want to create. Don't get lost in the distraction, in the drama, in what any way you want to take that. People around you, narratives being put out, distractions being put out, in whatever way it is. Things you're watching, things you're hearing, things you're reading, things, social media, people, whatever. Stay focused on what you want to see. What you focus on grows. The thing you think about the most, you become, you create, you bring about. Don't fall in the trap of... What's coming through is like, when you really care about things, especially others suffering or other, like in whatever way it is, let me not go really into detail, but if you really care about other people suffering, and then it's like, but then why are you helping? Why are you helping, and are you actually helping? 2 questions. Why are you helping, and are you actually helping? Because it feels like sometimes we can get in other people's way by helping them. It's like there's certain karma, there's certain things that need to play out, there's certain lessons that need to be learned. Sometimes we jump in the middle of someone's lesson, they miss the point. Sometimes it's more helpful to not help, even if it makes you look like the bad guy, which is why I'm saying, why are you helping? Are you actually helping? Are you helping to look like the good guy? Can you be at peace with not helping and looking like the bad guy when you know that's what is going to truly help? Even in terms of things going on right now, it's like everyone's jumping on a bandwagon on what they need to do to help a certain cause, a certain situation, all the things going on around the world, all the things going on in your world, whatever it is. Just because 10 people, 100 people, million people, trillion people are doing something to help a cause doesn't mean it's helping. Don't just jump on something because it's like, oh, like, jump on this bandwagon because we're here to help. Oh, these people said that this is going to help, let's go. No, what do you think is going to help? What's going to help you? What's going to help whatever you want to help? What's actually going to help? Not what do people do to help, I'm going to do this to help. Like, example, giving to charity. I feel like I want to be giving, I want to be a good person, let me give. You're giving to be a good person. You're not giving because that's who you are, because you're a good person. Not saying you're not a good person, but just hear me on this. This is something myself I've been working for a long time. It's like the why of things. Why are you actually doing it? Not why do you think you're doing it? Why are you actually doing it? Feels like there's been some kind of lesson of this, of intention, 8 of Wands. Your why has changed. It's like perfecting your why. And this why is going to change everything moving forward, because you're planting different seeds, different quality seeds. It's like you could be doing the same things, you could be planting the same fruit, you could be planting the same flowers, but they're different quality seeds. It's like you used to plant GMO and now you're planting organic. There's been a lot of grief here. It's like having to let go, 5 of Cups, of many different things to create space for what you truly desire. 9 of Cups, the High Priestess. It feels like you could be quite enjoying your gifts as much as the human and physical challenges that come along with it. It feels like you're experiencing a lot of magic in your life, a lot of synchronicity, a lot of beauty, bliss. Things that are just for you, sentimental, special. Maybe others aren't seeing this. It's like the magic's really happening in your inner world. No one needs to see this. Maybe this is something else. Again, Chiron retrograde, something's coming up for me, mine's Leo, about fear of being seen or wanting to be seen, or fear of not being seen. There's something about doing it for the right reasons that now it's like, it doesn't matter if something works, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter if someone thinks something works or if it fails. It's like, whatever happens, your value doesn't change. You don't need something to be seen. You don't need something to be heard. You're happy with your own life. This is a very powerful place to be. Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, the Hermit, the High Priestess. Okay, Gandalf. Who are you guys? Alright, sorry. Sorry, Mom. You asked to heal your inner child. You asked to see the truth of something. Some of you, it's like asking why something happened, why you were treated the way you were. What's wrong with me? That's what I'm hearing. What's wrong with me? Why can't I fit in? Why can't I do this? Why am I not good enough? It's like, oh, if you only knew about, are you good enough? It's like you could have really been judged. You could have judged yourself for a long time. It's like really waiting to like wondering why you're not up to scratch in some way, wondering why you're not enough. And it feels like it has been revealed to you. Spirit's left you feeling like royalty, your true self. All you've been thinking about is work. All work, no play. 4 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, a Fool. Let it go. It's time for a brighter day. Let go of the weight. Devil, 10 of Wands. Why are you doing what you're doing? Maybe just check that narrative again, that thing of, okay, yeah, you did need to put in the work, you did need to make something happen, something has happened, things are moving forward, there's more steps to take, there's more to create, there's more to come. But now let's take a minute and address the fact that your worth isn't based on what you achieve. Now do nothing for a minute, now just sit there, now be in the dark, without the lights, without the, are you good? Are you good? If we were living in the day where there was no phones, no social media, no one see you for 10 years, you're living on a hut in the middle of the hill, and you just go out to the stream, chat to the birds and live your days like that, are you good? Without any distraction. It's hard to really ever know that in today's world, but obviously there's ways of doing so. Phone detox. They do like obviously the days of darkness retreat kind of things, or just creating your own kind of environment. All your ideas come from that darkness, come from I'm seeing the soil. It's like you can really feel like you're just buried in the dirt right now. You may have felt like this for a long time. Trust that everything will bloom at the perfect time. Some of you had an idea of love when you were young. You may have given up on this, and then it's like praying for that idea to come true. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, the Lovers, the Sun. 111. The Fool, 2 of Cups. There's a commitment coming in here. Or some of you that are already in a commitment, it's like something's going to the... What is that you just showed me there? Yeah. It's what you asked for. There's an end to feeling alone here. If you're already in a relationship, in a commitment, it feels like there is like a change in terms of emotional support. If you're not, there's somebody very emotionally supportive coming in. This is a dream come true. This is it's like waking up from a nightmare. That's how it feels. Realizing it was all a dream. That's what I want to say. I don't even get how that's kind of the energy. Yeah, King of Cups, Chariot. Literally, this is how it could feel for some of you. And literally what I'm seeing is someone in the cinema watching a film, and then it's like the film ends, they walk out and come out into the daylight after they've been engrossed in the film. It could feel like you're literally walking out of that dark room after after the movie that has been your life, coming out into the light and just walking off like nothing's happened. Now I'm seeing like that Catwoman energy, that Charlie's Angels energy of like going through the most darkest roads, going through some kind of chaos, blacked out, levered up, and then just walking out and jumping onto some yacht and sailing off into the sunset. It's just a very contrasting energy. Something's going to be over like it never happened. Of course it happened, but that's how it's going to feel. There's such a shift in your energy. It's like you're not the same energy you stood as. Something's completely changed, completely shifted, full circle moment, coming back to the path that you should never have left. It's like feeling renewed, reborn, like before, like you're standing as whole and as safe and as strong as before life effed you up. That's what I want to say. That's what the kind of energy is. Emperor Chariot. There's nothing in your way. Be scared and do it anyway. Some of you, it's time to look at investing in new things. Adding another stream of income. It's like, okay, something's done, something's working, money's being made from something. Okay, that's great. Yeah, it's enough. Okay, great. But now that's doing what it's doing. Start something else. Something feels like it can run itself, or something doesn't need to have as much attention as it did. Instead of maybe resting to enjoy the free time that you have from that, it feels like you're being asked to invest in something else, creating a new stream of income or expanding something. It's going to be very successful. This is something you may have felt guided to start for a while. It's time now. A windfall of money, advice or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Let go of the things that are no longer serving you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. Strong, patient, self-sufficient and funny. And then we've got Two of Summer. Falling in love, making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. A new I just said, literally, because I was like, oh, don't give me this, you know. And then I was like, well, is it a new one or is it not a new one? What are you trying to say? Well, I don't know. What are we trying to say, guys? And I split the deck. It says a new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Gentle, sensitive, kind and inexperienced. And then we've got the Nine of Winter here. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Something coming through about there really is nothing to worry about, to trust. We have Porcupine, number 12. Innocence. Porcupine remind me of innocence again, with every man a brother and each woman a friend. Some of you, it's like healing sexual trauma. There could be some kind of learning how to trust your own gender, learning how to trust yourself, others in all situations, friendships, romantically. A gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world where fear, greed and suffering are commonplace. The medicine in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination and the making of some game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honour the playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. We have the Cheshire Puss. Number 15. After leaving the Duchess's house, Alice met the most peculiar cat ever. Long claws, a many-toothed grin, and an unpleasant habit of appearing and disappearing. As the girl asked the animal for directions, the Cheshire Puss gave enigmatic, if not totally absurd answers that left poor Alice even more perplexed. Meaning, you are pushed to your limits and have to face completely irrational people or situations. Stay cool. Don't allow anyone to destabilize you. The answer you seek is and has always been within you. You are your own compass and you don't need the wacky advice of those who take a malicious pleasure in tripping you up. Key question: when things become too ludicrous, are you able to let go and move on, or do you strive to get the sense of it all no matter what? Yeah, are you able to let go and move on, or do you strive to get the sense of it all no matter what? Personally, I strive to get the sense of it all no matter what, drive myself absolutely doolah-lally-tat, and then wake up with chest pain. So let it all go. Let the fools be the fools and focus on your own business. Oh, quiet moon in Gemini, I think I see. Yep. Stress may be an issue during this time. Stress is the thing that is the problem of all things. Again, let it all go. Starfish on the ground, starfish on the grass, climbing a tree. Just let it all go. Let go of all those kind of societal pressures for a day. Just take a day to connect, be wild, be free, be nature. A new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. The cow. So let's see what the Crystal Tarot deck is saying. Again, guys, these bracelets in the description from Otter Spirit, this brand. I think they're currently based in Michigan, saving the Californian sea otters, wild sea otters. They've got such lovely pieces on there. Check it out, description below, as well as a discount code. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords. This little music's giving the holiday. The film. Okay. Sapphire, chakra throat. Your plans are taking shape and you need decisive action right now. So go straight to the source of any problem. You have a strong analytical mind. Use this asset well. Do not be immature, as it is not a time for emotions to cloud your view. Sapphire supports this, acting as a call to action and promoting your intellect. Your throat chakra gives you clear and direct communication, so focus your energy here, but avoid being tactless or overcritical. You can express your thoughts plainly without offending your friends. Number 29, Real. He is outstanding for his qualities and his zeal in spreading truth and destroying slanderous writings. His behaviour is exemplary and he loves truth, peace, justice, tradition, freedom and silence. His life is enlightened through his spirit and he follows divine rules in accordance with his level of awareness. His existence on earth is of a highly elevated level. For example, without knowing why, he goes back to the path that he should never have left. That come out earlier, we said that, what? The reward is a much better life and freedom from karmic ties. Planet Mars, reasons for invoking, to free us from internal enemies, to give us inspiration in prayer, to clearly express ourselves in the face of adversaries, to highlight religious feelings and meditation. Page number 27. Sorry guys, but I just love this card. Let me just show you this one more time. I love the colours on this as well. Solar plexus, freedom of choice. I have the freedom to choose, so I choose wisely because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I only accept and express my feelings unreservedly and do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation. I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. The Chariot, number 7. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. Something's coming through, these dragonflies. Dragonfly illusion, number 27 in the medicine book. See some post on Insta today about dragonflies, how they eat 100 mosquitoes a minute or something, that their eyes go 360 peripheral vision or whatever you call it, and how their wings are like that stained glass, and the speed they fly at, and the mosquito overthinking, eating 100 mosquitoes, eating your thoughts, eating the illusion, eating the thoughts, the illusion. Guys, something's coming through about, you could be really overthinking, you could be really, yeah, look, I'm having to turn this, it's like noise in the brain, like can't switch off. There's nothing to worry about. Don't feed the narrative, don't talk back to the loop, just bring awareness to it. It's like when those thoughts, it's like, it's just chew them up and spit them out. Don't dwell on something. Easier said than done. I forgot the guy's name. Some video came up the other day. It was so helpful as well. I always forget. But he basically says something about when the feelings come up, when that loop starts playing, that negative self-talk, that the whatever it is, whatever narrative, negative narratives coming up, instead of talking back to it or feeding that narrative, to simply observe it and just say unpleasant, 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 and just name it as unpleasant, as separate from you, unpleasant, and watch how it starts to fade away. I need to remember what this guy's name is because actually all his stuff is so helpful, and you probably know who it is as well, which is so annoying that it's gone out of my head. But anyway, yeah, just bringing awareness to things. You're moving out of illusion, out of that anxiety, that brain fog. Eating problems for breakfast, it's not a thing. A financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. Wise, theatrical, innovative, and inspiring. 555, many changes on the horizon. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.